in. Okay, I think we're still missing a few, but I'm going to get started. I'm sure they will catch up. Hello, hello. It is Friday. Fridays are never all bad. We have an exciting warm-up to start with, but you can't see it because it's a Google survey, and you're going to fill it out, and I'm going to open it so we can watch it populate live. All right? It's going to be our team builder. We're going to have a presentation on natural and technological processes. We are going to introduce our Rube Goldberg Marble Run project. We will also have an exit card at the end of today. So I'm going to give you a couple minutes, and I need you to finish that today. I don't know if anyone has noticed, Ms. Wilkerson is part of our class today. She'll just be observing. Don't worry, we're all going to have fun. Okay, let me get these guys checked in. It's an Aggie on Mendez. It's not an M. And my friend Alyssa. Welcome. So an exciting question. As I have introduced Ms. Wilkerson is in the distribution for our bags. Was everyone able to get their bag yesterday? Desi says yes. Ms. Wilkerson says yes. Okay, I guess the real question is, does anyone not have a bag? Does anyone not have a marble? All we really need for our project this time is a marble. So if you don't have one, for one, they will be doing 2 more distributions next week, but I could send you one. So everybody looks great. And thank you, Ms. Wilkerson, for all the hard work everyone has done to get our bags done. It has really been a very big process. And you can see from her room, there's a lot of bags. We got what, 3,000 kids at Blair. All right, here's my friend, Martin Guzman. Guzman, get him in and we will get started. Okay, what our homework is going to be today is the natural and technological processes vocab quiz. You guys know how to do those. They're very straightforward. That will be due for next class, so next Tuesday, all right? Our marble run assignment, the first part, all right? We're gonna have 3 parts to our marble run in terms of assignments. Oop, if I could spell assignment correctly, that would be good. That's embarrassing. Let's see, assignment. There, now we're feeling better. Okay, oh, that didn't really seem to work too well, did it? All right, it's not what we wanted. Assignment. There, that's what I want. Must model correctly. All right, oh, look, there's Layla. And I swear I thought I had Brian in here. Okay, welcome. We're just going through the agenda. So, oh, look, there's another. There's another Brian. Welcome. There is a warm-up, but you can't see it yet. We're going to go through a presentation on natural and technological processes. We're going to introduce our Rube Goldberg Marble Run project. There will be an exit card at the end of class. I'll give you a little time to do it. What's due today is our warm-up and the exit card. Homework is going to be the natural and technological processes, the vocab quiz. We're going to go over this. I will show you where the definitions are. Everybody knows how to do those. That's next Tuesday. Our marble run first assignment, 3 designs that you're thinking about, and then your final choice is going to be due for next Friday. So we'll have a week. We'll have a good day next Tuesday to work on these and start developing some ideas. Our objective or goal for today is you will be comparing and contrasting natural and technological processes. applying the 12-step engineering design process to develop our Rube Goldberg Marble Run project. All right. Is everybody okay? Any questions, any problems before we get started? All right, I'm going to stop sharing for a moment. You can think if you have a question. All right, what I'm doing is activating our warm-up. Okay, I have just published our warm-up. Let me show you, let me go through, before you work on the warm-up, let me just show you through what's in the module for today so everyone knows where everything is. Here's our warm-up. It should be popping up on yours. We're going to have our presentation. This is where you do the vocab quiz. We have a video on mass wasting. It is about material coming down mountains. We are going to look over the presentation for our Rube Goldberg Marble Run to familiarize ourselves with our new project. Right here are the written instructions for the Rube Goldberg Marble Run. I may not get to those, but these are a way for you to have all the parameters for your project, the criteria, the constraints, what the assignments are, everything in one place where you can look at it and it's not a slide presentation. Okay, you could print this out and have it with you. This is the full engineering design process. We are not really touching on this. This is more a tool if you wanted to look and see something about your design process. We will be looking at the 6 versus 12 step. It's just our diagram. I want to go through, last time we used the 6-step engineering design loop. This time we will be using the more refined 12-step version. Same thing we did before. All we are doing is what we did with our Black History projects. We are going to be picking 3 options that we think are pretty interesting from looking on the internet in terms of Marble Run designs. And then you're going to select from those 3 the one that you want to do and tell me why this design appeals to you, right? So exactly the same. It's going to be 10 points and it'll be due in a week. All right. Here are some examples of marble runs. Here is an example of a diversion. Here is our worksheet. Okay, let me open this up. Open assignment worksheet, right? This has got our engineering, 12-step engineering design process. It starts with define a problem. It ends with communicating the results. The final step is when you present everything you've done in these other 11 steps to your client, to the person who ordered whatever it is you're making. So you start by defining the problem. That is always the starting place. What is it we are trying to solve? Define the problem. At the end, we communicate the results. We'll go through this in a little bit. All right. Oh, there's Beverly. We better let her in. All right. And then down here are just the simple instructions. We're going to look on the internet at videos I have provided to research and brainstorm ideas and possibilities given your assets. You have a marble. Submit 3 potential designs, photos or videos you found on the internet showing how you might build your run, or you can submit drawings that you've made. So down here is just design 1, design 2, design 3. Just paste them in there. Part 2 is now show me which one you decided to go with. Which one of those 3 do you like best? Nothing too long, but what made this look good? Look like a good design or way to build it to you. How did it fit the criteria and constraints of our problem? So just final design choice, image or drawing of what it should look like, and an explanation. All right. That's all. That's where the worksheet is. That's all we'll be doing. I'm not sure if you're going to start working on that today. I think we've got a lot to do to set this up first. All right. Here is our exit card down here at the bottom. Exit card on natural processes and technological processes. Okay. I think everybody knows where we're going. Let's get into our warm-up. All right. So let me put this into the, oh, not you. Let me put this into the chat and we will watch as the results come in. Hang on, let me make sure the chat is to everyone, not everyone in the waiting room. For some reason, I'm not copying. Oh, look, there's my friend Shepsu. All right, let me make this copy correctly. All right. Now, oh, why is it doing that? That is not what it's supposed to be doing. Don't worry about that. That is a Zoom link, and that is not what we're trying to copy. Here we go. There. That's the one. Now, let me get this open. Okay. So click that link, and you're going to get to a Google form that's going to ask you what your favorite ethnic food is. Okay, let me show you the question. Here's what it's going to be asking. What's your favorite ethnic food? So just click on that active link, this one here, the HTTPS forms, and let's watch the results come in. Okay, it doesn't look like anyone's responding. Ah, we've got one. Indian food. Ah, Indian and Italian. We need a lot more answers so that we can get into the graphing part. Okay, now we're going Ethiopian. Ooh, injera. I want to find, here we go. Okay, so we've got Caribbean, Ethiopian food. Ooh, I lived for a month down in Guadeloupe in the Caribbean. I learned about la sauce au piment. They use Scotch bonnet peppers and make one of the most incredible hot sauces. So Caribbean food. Ethiopian food is our most popular. Japanese, Italian food, John Bing, Chinese, Mexican, more Chinese food, another Ethiopian, Indian, Italian, Mexican. We have, ooh, look, I don't know why the Italians aren't joining up. So it looks like Italian and Ethiopian are neck and neck. Ethiopian is winning because there's one more here. We should have guessed what our favorite food would be. All right. So we seem to like Ethiopian food and Chinese food. Ooh, Hispanic food, specifically Cuban, isn't. Oh, look, and there's another. Okay. So we've got a lot of Hispanic food, and Ethiopian food and Chinese food are our favorites. That is so funny. Oh, Shepsu, don't worry. It's up here in the chat. This is here, you can just click on this link, and then you can put your vote in there. Oh, look, we got 18 responses now. Great job, class. What is this? We've got African. I've worked in Africa before. A lot of rice and beans. They love ginger. Caribbean, Chinese, Ethiopian, Ethiopian, Ethiopian. So we do have a lot of Ethiopian. I think Ethiopian is our winner. Italian, Japanese, Chinese, Mexican, Chinese, Ethiopian, Hispanic, Italian, and Mexican. That is so cool. All right, so now we all know a little more about our fellow classmates. Oh, hang on. Mexican is resurgent. It's surging. All right, let's get out of this and back into what's important, our fabulous lecture. All right, so here we are. This is what today's lecture is going to be, is on technological processes and natural processes. Okay, I'm going to shift around here. I have a beam of light that comes in, as you can see, right about this time of day. All right, the world is full of systems and cycles that keep the planet working. These systems and cycles can be a technological process or a natural process. Okay, So we've been looking at these. These are things like the water cycle. Natural systems are like rivers, forests. So here a flower is a product of nature. Planting crops or product, is a product of humans. Crops grow naturally on their own, but once we domesticated them and developed seeds, etc., when we plant them, that is a technological process. Natural seeding and growth, natural system, natural process. When humans plant seeds, that is a technological process, right? Because we're doing it. Natural, look at this, our first definition. Natural process can be defined as interactions among plants, animals, and the environment. So a natural process can be defined as an interaction among plants, animals, and the environment. Now here's an exciting one. I'm going to use my fabulous random color. Barcode. Is a human being an animal? Barcode Jebra, are you out there?
Yes.
Okay. What do you think? Is a human being an animal?
Yes.
Yes, absolutely. We are mammals. We are not fish, and we are certainly not plants. So we are animals, and we are part of the natural world when we were just Homo sapiens out on the plains of Africa. Okay? So remember, a natural process is an interaction among plants, animals, and the environment, with each other or the environment. All right? Natural processes that change climate, volcanic eruptions, ocean circulation, solar activity. These are like solar flares, solar winds, earth motions, the earth's rotation or its tilt on its axis. These are all natural processes. Man has nothing to do with them. Okay, CO2 fluctuations. CO2 fluctuations sounds like something man-made, right? Isn't that what global warming's all about? Well, CO2 can come from natural sources too. So I'm going to pick somebody else to answer this question. Beverly and Gune Meekum. Out of those 4 first natural processes, which one do you think puts out a lot of carbon dioxide? Volcanic eruptions, ocean circulation, solar activity, or earth motions?
Volcanic eruptions.
Volcanic eruptions, that is totally correct. Volcanic eruptions send a massive amount of carbon dioxide up in the atmosphere. Big volcanic eruptions can actually cause, it's like nuclear winter, that, they can cause the earth to cool because of all their clouds. And the CO2 is actually warming. But I just wanted to get that CO2 in our atmosphere is not just from man-made things. It is a lot of nature too. Cows burping. Ocean acidification. Ocean acidification is an interesting one that you might not understand. Because of the levels of carbon dioxide in our atmosphere, carbon dioxide actually, it's not sublimates, but it gets absorbed by our oceans. Our oceans are a giant buffer. So as the oceans absorb more carbon dioxide because there is more in the atmosphere, they are becoming acidified by that carbon dioxide. I'm guessing it is carbonic acid that's being made. I am not quite sure exactly which acid carbon dioxide converts to as it is absorbed by seawater. But always good to know. So these interactions, which include photosynthesis, pollination, decomposition, and others, each help create and shape natural communities or environments. Okay, you see, this is the water cycle. We've talked this through before. Water evaporates. As it rises, it gets cooler. Once it hits the dew point is the temperature where water starts to condense out of vapor. That's where clouds form. As clouds rise going across mountains, more water condenses, the rain falls. So in our country, where weather moves from west to east, it is the western slope of the mountains that is the wet side of the mountain. On the east side, it tends to be very dry and deserty because all the water came out on the west side, and as the clouds descend on the east side, they disappear because they warm up and turn back into vapor. All right? The laws of nature cannot be changed by humans. We cannot change gravity. If we don't like something, we change and or make new laws to protect things as humans, but we cannot modify the laws of nature. Again, I add yet. Someday, I'm guessing we might be able to. So the laws of nature cannot be changed by humans, nor will stop nature from its own damaging ways, right? We can't do anything to stop hurricanes or tornadoes. We have to survive them. So we cannot, they cannot be, the laws of nature cannot be changed by humans, nor will we be able to stop nature from its own damaging ways. The power of nature is awesome. Think of big storm waves coming into the shore. So what is WED? Weathering, erosion, and deposition. This is our ever-changing Earth. Weathering is the breaking down of rock. Weathering agents, things that weather rock, include water, ice, wind, animals, and growing plants. Those physically break down rock over time. Erosion, the movement of sediment from broken rock. Erosion agents include water, ice, wind, and gravity. I am very interested in our erosion piece of this today because this is the link to our Rube Goldberg Marble Run project, all right? With a marble run, like a mountain, material is moving from high potential energy up on top of the mountain to low potential energy down in the valley. A rock merely being on top of a mountain has high potential energy. It is 1,000 feet above the valley floor. So it could fall all that way, and that's a lot of energy. All that energy is stored in the rock up top on the mountain. If it rains and that rock starts moving and it starts rolling down the mountain, gravity is what pulls it down. It will follow the path of least resistance to the bottom. This is exactly what our marble will be doing. We are going to start our marble at the top of our run, at the highest potential energy, and it is going to run down to the bottom and have lower potential energy than when it began the run, okay? Our marble is simulating a particle coming down a mountain. It's moving from high potential energy to low potential energy. Deposition is the opposite, the dropping of sediment in a new place. Examples of sediment of deposition are formation of an island or sand dunes. So this is mostly about sand moving around. Sand gets blown by the wind very easily. There's some amazing sand dunes out in Colorado called the Sand Dunes National Monument. It's because the Rio Grande shifted course and all the sand in the bed blew into a corner of the mountains and created these amazing sand dunes. Oh, we have Kelly Amenti. And she was already in. Okay. All right. So the laws of nature cannot be changed by humans. But humans can try to help Mother Nature control what would naturally be done. The transportation and relocation of sediments weathered from rock, right? So down here on the bottom, you can see this is a big rock mountaintop. It has weathered. There are chunks of rock around its base. When it rains, erosion, water, and transport moves the sediment downhill. Water creates less friction. It makes it slippery, so stuff starts to come downhill. That is erosion, okay? That's what our marbles are showing. Something sliding down a hill and taking the path of least resistance. Few materials occur in nature in usable form. Most must be changed into new forms before they can be used as inputs in the manufacturing process. All materials may be grouped into two categories: renewable and exhaustible items or materials. Renewable resources are typically living things. They sprout from seed or shoots, or they are born like an ant. Exhaustible resources are limited in supply in nature. When they are used up, they will be gone and can never be replaced, like coal. That is a little misleading, that coal or oil will never be replaced. Coal and oil are made from renewable resources, from plant matter that is decayed and been buried and had pressure applied over, a million years. So the problem is the resupply is going to be a little slow. You're going to have to wait a million years to get that new coal. If it was a tree, I could grow a new tree in a year. Okay, over time, renewable resources grow and mature, then they die. These materials may go through their life cycles without human care. They are natural resources, natural processes. They may grow in a forest or on a mountainside or on a plain. Renewable resources are a part of nature. People, however, also grow many of these same materials found in nature. Humans are engaged in farming, growing food and fibers, and forestry, growing trees. They may produce these materials. Commonly used renewable material resources are trees, grains, animals, fish, fruits, and vegetables. So our food sources, grains, fruits, and vegetables are all renewable resources. We grow those all year long, every year, okay? Never forget, everything we ever had and will ever need, everything we need, I'm yelling at you, began or begins in nature, okay? There are 4 places where we get things, all right? These are 4 technological ways that we extract things from nature or natural systems. They are mining, drilling, harvesting, and fishing, okay? These are 4 places where we get things from nature. We are extracting resources from natural systems. The way that we do that, 1, we use mining. We dig for them. We dig big open pit mines. We dig deep into the earth with hard rock mines. We dig and we find minerals and assets that way. That is mining. Drilling. There is a lot of drilling in mining too, but this is drilling for oil, drilling for gas. These are also drilling for resources. You drill for water. We have a farm down in Virginia. We had to drill 300 feet to hit water. And we've got a spring house about 200 feet from where they drilled this well. You drill for water. Harvesting. Harvesting is a way that we use technological processes and systems to get food from the land. We harvest it. So this is a giant combine. That's probably a $400,000 machine built to harvest, to bring in crops or food sources for humans. The last one is fishing. Fishing is similar to harvesting. You are harvesting fish from the sea. This is not something that we humans planted. We are harvesting a natural resource, a resource that propagates without our help. Okay, technological process. This is our second word. It can be defined as the physical work and methods used by humans that consist of an ordered sequence of steps followed in order to meet or solve a problem. Okay, let's go over that once more. A technological process can be defined as the physical work and methods used by humans that consist of an ordered sequence of steps followed in order to meet a need or solve a problem. It's all about us. These are things that humans developed to help humans. Technological processes are the activity side where humans do what some call the make and do component, where we create things. This is a Venn diagram: people, technology, and process. They all overlap, but all three only overlap in the middle. How do people, process, and technology meet? It's the most important part of human survival. Technological processes. They are what support us. Those processes that we just looked at, mining, harvesting, fishing, those are all essential for us to survive. They are how we get resources out of natural systems. This is also where the most damage is done. Okay, look at that giant strip mine. Think about the Exxon Valdez spill. Think about the Horizon in the Gulf. Technological processes are where man inflicts the most damage on nature. Okay? Hang on, let me just make sure I've got Perla. Okay, we are almost done here. Technological processes give humans the capability to engage in technological activities to be able to develop technological solutions to problems. The result of technological activity is products and services that people need or want, either for personal consumption or for company or industrial use. The result of technological activities is products and services that we want because we created those products and services. Humans are what create technology, and technology is built by humans to help humans, right? So some renewable materials must be located before they can be harvested. These are materials that grow wild in nature, such as certain kinds of trees that foresters harvest. Those would be like mahogany or ebony. Think about fish. Fish need to be located before they can be harvested. All right, so that is our presentation. We've got our two definitions, right? Technological process right here, and I believe natural process is right back at the beginning. If I could scroll through here quick enough. Not the laws of natural process. Okay, so that's where you're going to look for those. All right, hang on, let's get out of here. Wow, I'm going to need to get into my darker spot so I can actually see my screen. Okay, let's get back to our module. Here we go. So remember what we were talking about with erosion, and I'm going to introduce a term that's called mass wasting. I took geology in college, and mass wasting is the idea that mountains are turned into plains over time. Mass wasting is little things fall off mountains all the time. Over millions of years, all those little things falling off, the mountain will disappear. It's mass wasting. You are slowly getting rid of a mountain through erosion and chemical breaking down of rock. Take a look at this video. I saw this when I worked at National Geographic, and it is pretty stunning about how devastating material coming down a mountain can be.
I'm Jonathan Proper, CEO of Drops.com, and I'm here to give you the naked truth about laundry.
Ooh, thank goodness we're off that. Are we seeing this?
Portland, Oregon.
Everybody hear it?
February 1996.
Yeah, we can hear it.
A mountain begins to move, and for a contractor and his son, there's only one option. Get out of the way fast. No, no, no! Oh my God! They had just gone head to head with one of nature's most powerful and destructive forces, a landslide. The surface of our planet is constantly reshaping itself, and landslides are a major reason. They strike wherever the soil is loosened by rain or tugged by gravity. It can be a rockfall or a raging river of mud. But wherever the ground fails, it can result in massive destruction. On average, landslides kill more than 8,000 people every year around the world. They can crash down without warning and travel for several miles.
All right, I'm going to pull out here. Okay, how about that? That's one heck of a marble coming down that mountain. I can remember seeing that and I was so scared looking at it. I lived in California. When we get the big forest, when you get those big wildfires, when it rains after that, you get mudslides. Mudslides are really devastating. Okay, now let's look at our project, all right? So here's our presentation. We are going to be building a Rube Goldberg marble roll. Okay, we learned a little about this last class, but let's just once again see, who is this Rube Goldberg?
Folks, I've done it. It's an automatic hat tipper for the lazy Lothario.
Rube Goldberg's work, it was not only well drawn, it was zany. He just had a limitless supply of ideas. In the teens and the 20s, every cartoonist of that era looked up to Rube Goldberg.
This is our book, The Art of Rube Goldberg. There had not been any written material on Rube for a very long time. And the time was right. The internet, and YouTube in particular, has given a whole new life to Rube Goldberg. OK Go kind of set the bar. That was the beginning. 47 million views later. People love Rube Goldberg machines.
Rube's inventions were clever because they were extremely complicated and elaborate to do something of a very minor value.
His name is in the dictionary. I believe is the only full name that has ever been put in the dictionary.
In his time, he was at the top of the game. He was the cat's meow.
There was Mike and Ike, They Look Alike. There was Lollapalooza. There was Foolish Questions. Rube McNutt's art. Some of the creatures are amazing. The North American kitchen vipers. They're made of irons. The hammer-tailed whack-tacks.
He did a number of knockout political cartoons. You take one look at it, and it's all there. And Rube could do that. Rube had a point of view about everything that's going on. He didn't suffer fools lightly. He made fun of everything.
I bet you guys feel like that, everyday citizens sometimes. Okay, so hang on. For some reason, this always does this. Let me stop sharing for a moment. Okay, now we're back. Okay. Oh, come on. No, I don't want you. My next slide. There. Okay, so the challenge is going to be to design and construct a Rube Goldberg marble run. I apologize, but we don't have enough supplies to be doing a real Rube Goldberg machine like we were seeing. You can add anything that you can to your marble run, but I didn't want to be asking you to be using a lot of supplies that we weren't providing. So we're going to make a marble run. We're going to use our engineering design loop to help with the build. We have two categories of run, 6 feet and under or unlimited. So you're going to have two different kinds of run that you're going to decide which one you'll do. The winner is the marble run with the slowest marble run. You want to make a run that moves your marble down as slow as possible. The reason I did this is that the fastest marble run would just be to drop it, and that wouldn't be any fun. Okay, so the run has to have at least 2 diversions, 2 places where the marble is diverted from going straight down the fall line, and 2 2-inch drops. That means it needs to drop from the end of the track by at least 2 inches to the next level or into a cup or whatever. You are going to video or photo your materials and construction. You are also going to video your full run, and we will process the results. You're going to measure length, highest and lowest angle in the run, and a couple other fun things. Criteria. Now, this is big for our engineering design loop. We need criteria, and then we need constraints, right? Criteria are what we are doing, what you are provided. You are provided with 1 marble and maybe a toilet paper roll, if lucky. The task is to create the slowest marble roll in either class with 2 diversions and 2 2-inch drops and lands in a cup. Your marble needs to land in a cup. Video picture, you're going to make a video or a picture of your supplies and build process. You're going to video the full run and use the playback counter to give me the time of your run. Somebody asked me in the last class, what's the playback counter? You need a video showing your marble going from start to finish. Whether it's just a big wide shot or you follow it along is fine. You're going to look on the playback counter. When you play your video, it will start at 0 and then say 1 second, 2 seconds. You're just going to look at where you drop the marble and where the marble hits your cup, and then do the math to figure out how many minutes or seconds elapse in between. We're going to design and construct what? Your marble run must be an original design that comes from your innovative mind. We're going to be looking at all these other examples. No one's going to have the same materials. You're going to be creating your unique marble run no matter what, okay? You will use the engineering design process as a guide for the project creation, and you can choose to make a 6 foot or less run or an unlimited run. Remember, we will be competing at the end to see who had the longest runs. Constraints. These are what are limiting you. One marble, whatever you can find really isn't a constraint, but I just wanted you to know you can use whatever you can find. 2 classes of run, 6 foot or less and unlimited, 2 diversions and 2 2-inch drops, no section longer than 2 feet. Ooh, we hadn't heard that before. So no section of your track is going to be longer than 2 feet. All right. 1 toilet paper roll needs to go in there. Most of our bags had them. Quite a few don't. I'm sure you can find that in your home. At the end, the marble is caught in a cup, and the marble must roll continuously to the cup. All right. It can't stop. Time is from marble drop to cup. You drop your marble and gravity does the rest. You cannot give any power assist to your marble. Your machine must be appropriate for school. Hopefully we will be looking at them. All right, here are our steps for success. What works? Remember, you can use anything in your house to help you. Household items for your run. Marble movement, rolled up newspapers, track of any kind like Hot Wheels track, edge of shelves, gutters, cardboard, cereal boxes, aluminum foil, envelopes, ramps, tubes, toilet paper, paper towel, wrapping paper, postal tubes to catch your marble. Paper cup, plastic cup. You probably want a lightweight plastic cup because you might want to cut a hole in the bottom so that the marble drops into the cup and then comes out the hole onto the next level. Soda cans, 1 liter or 2 liter plastic bottles, water bottles. See what you can use. Tape. You need to provide tape. Ideally, blue painter's tape for walls. It does not take paint off. Masking tape basically does not take paint off. Any other tape that works is fine. Marble run rules. Your marble run must have a name, like Turtle Run. Your marble run is designed for a competition based on the slowest possible roll. The final run must contain at least 2 diversions and 2 2-inch drops where the marble drops to the next track level by at least 2 inches. No section over 2 feet. Your marble must be propelled only by gravity and continuously move to the end. So these are a little repetitive, but those are our rules, all right? So let me get us in here. I just want to show you, I have a written version of this too. Okay, so if we look back in our module, you can see, here's the presentation. These are the written instructions, all basically the same stuff, lists out our assignments in there, okay? So if I look in the written instructions, I'm not gonna go through them all, but this is just a way that you can have all this stuff where it's easy to see and read and make sure that you've got all the things in your project. Here are our assignments. The first one is on the initial design, 10 points. Just like our Black History assignments, we are gonna we're gonna identify our problem. We are going to brainstorm and expand. We are going to narrow down to 3 potential designs that we will put on our sheet and then make a final choice from those 3 and explain why you like that design. Next, you will make a list of your materials that you're going to use, and I want a picture of those materials or a video of them. All right. So that here, and then I want, so you're going to write a list and give me a picture of your materials, and then I need 2 shots, ideally videos, of you doing your build process. How are you building your maze? That's 15 points. Our final video of the run and the numbers tally is worth 20 points. The things we are going to collect are the height at the start of the run, the length of the run, the number of drops, the height of the drops, the number of diversions, highest angle on the run, the lowest angle, main materials used, and the time of the run. That's it. All right. So let's just quickly go over what our engineering design loop is. All right. So here is our 12-step versus our 6-step. Here is the 6-step we used for our last project. Now we're using the 12-step. We are going to first define our problem. Then we brainstorm possible solutions. We generate ideas. We research ideas and explore possibilities. We make sure that we are working within our criteria and constraints. We consider alternative solutions, and then we select our approach. So right in here at 6, we are looking at our 3 choices and considering, are these right? And then we make our choice. Then we develop and write our design proposal. We make or model and prototype. So that's where you're going to show our materials and you building. Then we test and evaluate. We refine. We modify our thing. And then last, we communicate our results. So the first step is to define the problem. The last step is communicating your results, delivering your product to whoever hired you. Okay, let's look at a couple examples of marble runs that we might be able to make. All right, so here is marble run video example. Actually, I'm going to go here where I have it queued up.
seconds, no more, no less.
Okay.
To race marbles, you make a run to race a marble. Now, the hardest part is the marble has to complete the run in 60 seconds.
Are we
No
all
more,
seeing this?
No less. To race marbles,
Yes, we're
you
seeing
need
it.
a kind of slide or run, like a water chute or a water slide. All these slides and runs use gravity while trying to keep friction to a minimum. Friction is a force between two surfaces that causes a moving object to slow down, like a brake on a bicycle. The amount of friction changes depending on the materials from which the two surfaces are made. Think about a bobsleigh run. Ice causes very little friction, making a bobsleigh much faster than a normal playground or water slide. To make sure your marble run only takes a minute, you'll need to think about whether you need more or less friction to make your marble roll faster or slower. Hi, Kat.
Hi.
Gosh, isn't it amazing what you can do with cardboard?
Yes, cardboard's a really great material to work with because you can cut it up into all different kinds of shapes, bend it. It's just really useful and also a really accessible resource.
So do you actually use it in your day job?
Yeah, so we often use cardboard in the early design process to show our designs because you can show them in 3D.
And I guess you can go through a lot of trial and error and it's not really that expensive, so you can make mistakes.
Yeah, that's right.
So should we test it out?
This is a real
so
engineering
the marble
school.
starts at the top of the run with lots of potential energy due to its height.
Yay, bullseye, wow. You can really see how it changed direction and pace as a result of these different shapes.
There are lots of other features that you can add as well, and if you talk to Tom, I'm sure he can tell you a lot more.
So he's on the next table?
Yes.
I'll head that way. Well done, looks great. Hi, Tom. Wow, this is impressive. It's almost my height. That's taken you hours.
It has taken a long time. It's taken a lot of experimenting, testing, retesting, all the different angles, just to adjust it so the marble can run all the way through perfectly.
Right, I've got to see it in action. Let's do this. Made it uphill. Is that sandpaper?
Yeah. Perfect.
That is incredible. And such a nice, gentle ending.
Exactly. But if you want to see something truly amazing, just see what Owen's got on his table.
Okay, I will. Thank you. Well done.
Definitely, when you've got different components with different surface types, that really affects the friction on the ball, and that allows us to control the speed.
That sounds amazing. I want to see that in action.
Definitely go for it. The ball's down the bottom there.
Okay. Wow, that was incredible. And it proves that you don't actually need distance to make the time. You can just stall it. I saw it just swirling and swirling and swirling for ages.
Exactly, using the centrifugal force there to keep it going. Basically, gravity wants the marble to go down, and we're just trying to make it as long as possible to do it.
Fantastic job. Love it.
Okay, how about that? Okay, remember when you're doing your research, searching Rube Goldberg marble run does not get you many results. I would try looking for just classic marble runs or things like that. All right, we just have 2 little things to get through and we are done. Okay, I wanted to show you what a diversion is. When I say you need 2 diversions, a diversion is where the marble moves from the natural fall line.
Grammar and spelling are important, but if you want to write essays that inspire, messages that
Okay, so right here, as that marble is going down and if there were no paper clip, I mean, no clothespins, the marble would run straight down the middle, down the fall line. The clothespins are diverting the marble from its natural path down the fall line. So you're going to need to create at least 2 diversions in your maze. Now, right now, we have 3 minutes left in class. I'd like everyone to look at their exit question and get that done, and then we can go. All right? So I'm going to give you 3 minutes to work on your exit card, and we are done. Happy Friday. Okay, I really need everyone to do this, please. Ms. Wilkerson would appreciate it. Okay, just so that everyone knows, Shepsu, you're looking at it. I'm sharing with you the module, right? Down here at the bottom of the module is the exit card, natural processes versus technological processes. I know you came in class late, don't worry. Right down here is where the exit card is. Okay, we've got 1 more minute. Don't forget to get your vocab quizzes done too. Those are for next class. Everybody understands how to do those. Ms. Wilkerson will be interested in our progress.
Yes, Mr. Swift, thank you.
Oh, my pleasure. Okay, we're just waiting. We can't let people go early. How about that landslide video? Boy, I tell you, mudslides, if you think water's bad, mud is the worst. We are done. Everyone is free to go, including Ms. Wilkerson. Let's everyone thank Ms. Wilkerson for putting together our bags and doing a great job with our distribution.
Thank you.
It has been very difficult.
Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Wilkerson.
Thank you.
We appreciate it.
Enjoy your weekend.
I will try my hardest. Thank you so much.
About the Black History Month meets technology.
Yeah.
I tried to turn that in earlier today, and it wouldn't let me. I sent you an email. I don't know if you got it, but it basically said I have to attach a file to it, and I tried to attach the file from the slides through Google Drive, but when I tapped it, it said that it can't attach anything outside of Google Drives.
Okay, here's a, in theory, I changed the submit so that you could submit a URL. Somebody else had same problem. What you can do that's very easy, on your Google slide, look under file, and there is export. Export the entire slide presentation as a PowerPoint. When you export it, that's going to drop it in your downloads, and it will be a real PowerPoint. That will be a real file that you can then upload.
I don't see an export, but I see import.
Hang on, let me show you. All right. Let me go into.
Did you mean
one
import?
Second. Don't worry, one moment. Let me just show you. Okay, so let me get in here. So if I'm in a slide presentation, I can say, it's probably download, isn't it? Share, new, no, import, make a copy, download right here. You see that? Microsoft PowerPoint. Just click this. And typically it drops it right here. And then you just got to open that.
Okay.
And it should open the PowerPoint here. And then I'm just going to do file, save as, save it somewhere. And then you can upload that file.
Okay, hold on. How would I save the file?
Well, when you download it, right? Hang on, let me get rid of this one. So hang on, let me share my desktop. Oh, the whole desktop. All right. So when I look at a Google slide presentation, right? Right here is file. This thing right here. You click that, and what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 down is download.
And I already hit the import. I already downloaded it.
Okay, so when you hit Microsoft PowerPoint, it downloads. In Chrome, it's dropping it right here in the browser.
Okay.
All I have to do is click on that, and it's going to launch the PowerPoint. Here's my PowerPoint, right?
Yeah, that's something. I did that. It just went to
Okay, but then I got to save it, right? I'm going to go file, save as. You know, I'm going to put it in my Blair 2020 MCPS Blair. I think I even have a PowerPoint folder.
Can I share my screen with you? Because mine doesn't look like yours.
All right, so hang on. So I'm just saying, so I'm putting it here, I save it, and then that is what I'm going to upload because that is a real file. It's not just a link. So here, let me stop sharing and you share, all right?
All right, because let me see what
Let me make sure it's on. Now you're good.
All right, hold on. All right, so.
Okay, so hang on, let me get these things out of the way. So all you need to do is go to File, go down, Download, click that one. Okay, I don't see it. Oh,
You see what happened?
so now hit this download button up here on the right.
Okay.
Okay, now the question is, can you see into your download folder on your computer?
Do I see my download folder?
Yeah.
I do. It says files. There's an app called Files. Can you see that part?
What?
The files app I'm opening right now.
No, I can't see the bottom of it. It's cut off.
Okay, so what do you see?
I'm just seeing the presentation.
Oh.
But ideally, like I said, are you using Chrome?
I am. It's just not.
Okay, so it should, that file, you should see it coming into that bottom left corner of your browser when you download.
I see this right here. I don't think you can see it. But do I tap show in folder or do I actually type on a download?
You should tap on the, well, let me show you on mine, all right? Hang on.
I wish you could see what I see.
All right. So stop sharing and I'll share. I'm going to do my whole desktop. All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I should share my whole desktop next time.
No, don't worry. What I'm saying is, no, I don't need that. Oh, come on. I don't want to be in PowerPoint. See down here on the bottom of my
like that.
Chrome?
Mm-hmm.
When I hit download, it is going to drop a copy right here. Copy of PowerPoint. Copy of copy. These are all my PowerPoints. All I have to do is click on one and it's going to launch it. Can you do that?
Okay. All right, I'm gonna do that. This I'm gonna show you. Hold on. Let me share it. Can I share my screen?
Sure. Yeah.
All right.
Tag, you're it. Brian, can we help you?
Now do you see what I see? Do you see what I see?
I do, but I'm not seeing the bottom, but
Wow, what in the world? Hold on.
it's all right.
Really?
Oh, I see. Yeah. I see the bottom.
All right.
See, yeah, no, you're on a Chromebook, aren't you?
I am.
Okay, so what is this button on the right, on the bottom on the right beside the camera? Is that your downloads?
Beside the camera.
What is that icon? This one with a folder.
This right here.
What is it?
It's a file.
That's Google Drive.
It's the files.
All right.
It says my drive. Do you see it?
Yeah.
No, okay.
No, I'm just trying to figure out where your downloads are.
They're right here, I think.
It's not downloading into your. Oh, I see. Yeah.
But it downloads to my drive, which is weird. And then downloads are there.
So try and show me what it's like to try and submit this.
Okay. I wonder if anybody else goes through this.
No. The problem is I don't see it the way you see it. Right? The submit thing.
Right. Okay.
And I set it so that you could put a URL in. Okay, so go to modules, or actually whatever.
Oh, it was assignments, but I figured it'd be easier if I did.
Go down. It's what? It's like the 10th or the 16th or something. There we are. Black history meets technology. Either one should work. So submit assignment.
No, look, this is what I did, right? I dropped a link right here, and I hit the submit button, and it said that I had to attach a file to it. So,
yeah, see, that's comments. So upload a file or choose a file. Go to choose a file. So there, just click on one of those PowerPoints. No, go to the PowerPoints.
PowerPoints?
Just click on any one of those. Click on that one. Hit open.
Right.
Submit assignment.
But you know what? It wasn't like that yesterday, you know, because...
No. We're learning here, Shepsu. Like I said, for some reason, even though that PowerPoint is still in your Google Drive, it is treating it as a real document where it is seeing your Google Slides as just a link, sort of.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're all done.
Okay.
That worked.
Yeah, I don't know what happened, but for some reason...
No. What happened, you don't have a hard drive in your Chromebook. everything you're downloading and stuff is being put into your Google Drive. But somehow, not being native to the Google Drive, being a PowerPoint, not a Google slide presentation, Canvas is able to see that as a real document, not a link to a document.
Oh, so those are really just links.
So it's because Google Slides are a part of the Google Drive, I think it does not see them as a real document, that they are still a virtual document that you need to make a link to. Where the PowerPoint was a physical document that we downloaded and then got uploaded to your Google Drive, it is seen, because it is not a Google-based document, it is seen as a standalone real file. Does that make any sense?
Not really, but basically what you're saying is it's basically like the Google Slides things was basically just a link, and it wasn't like a real file. Right.
And that once we downloaded the PowerPoint, particularly because PowerPoint is not a Google product, it is seeing that as a real file, even though it's in your Google Drive. I mean, you saw the slide presentation in the Google Drive was not letting you click on it. Right?
Right.
It was grayed out, sort of. But the PowerPoint was. And that's just because it's not a Google product and we physically downloaded it. And the good thing to know is that when it downloads, it goes right into your drive, but you still can access that as a real file. It's technology.
Yeah, I still don't really get it, but
don't worry, we'll work on this.
Let me just ask questions.
It's a weird semantics thing, but it's the problem is the computer is questioning. It's saying, I need a real physical file, not a link. And everything in Google is a link. But somehow, once we downloaded that physical file of a PowerPoint that's a totally different program from Google, it's seeing that as a real file.
Yeah, the internet can't.
All we know is it's submitted, and that's all we care about.
Yeah. I don't know.
All right, bud. I got my Friday to begin. I just finished my formal review, and I think it went great.
Glad. Enjoy your Friday. Enjoy your weekend. Thank you.
Thank you so much for being a part of my day, Shepsu.
You're welcome. Have a good one.
No worries.
All right. Peace.
I can figure out how to get out.